Welcome to another edition of the finished article. It's me, Shazad, and I've got the co-host on this side, with me, Shazad.
Yes,
Today,
guys. Welcome. Thank you very much for the awesome introduction, Shazad. So, what we're covering today, guys, I thought we'll take a break from talking about United. We're in the international break right now, and Shazad's going to cover what we're talking about today. So, I'm going to let my boy take it away. Go for it, bro.
thank you, bro. So yeah, we're going to be talking about England versus San Marino. We're going to give a breakdown of the lineup. I think it's just been released. Kickoff is in about 45 minutes, I believe, at 7:45. There's some big changes in the England squad. Some some of the players that have made the starting 11 are, well, fair enough. We're only playing San Marino, but I wasn't expecting some of them to start. So I'm going to run down the England squad. I'm going to run down the bench, and I'm going to let Shaz over there run down the San Marino squad and the San Marino bench. And then we'll go into our thoughts of the game, predictions, and we've got some news about some of the other England games coming up, and I'll let Shazad go through those once we've run down the lineup and everything. So I'm just going to bring up the squad now on the screen. Boom, there we go. It should be coming up in a second for you, everybody.
Guys, before Shazad goes into this, please can I ask everyone that's watching to leave a like, subscribe, and comment on the back. Any feedback you guys can give, that would be fantastic. And we'll take it from there. Go for it, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so as you can see, the first thing I've noticed is Nick Pope has got the number one ahead of Dean Henderson, which is brilliant. He's a good goalkeeper. Then we've got James, Cody, Stones, Chilwell in defence, Phillips, Ward-Prowse. Lingard is back in the squad for England, which is a great thing to see. You've got Mason Mount, Raheem Sterling, who I believe is captain, and Calvert-Lewin. England are going to be playing the 4-2-3-1. And then we're just going to go down a little bit here to the bench. We've got some of the bigger names that we were expecting on the pitch, but they're going to be starting on the bench. We've got Harry Kane, Dean Henderson, Eric Dyer, Tyrone Mings, Luke Shaw's back in the team. Even though he's on the bench, I think he will get some time today. Got Kieran Trippier, Declan Rice, Phil Foden, Harry Maguire, who I thought would have started, Ollie Watkins, Sam Johnson, and Jude Bellingham. So just your thoughts on that, Shaz. What do you think of that lineup?
Where do I start? I mean, let's be honest. San Marino are a team full of part-timers. Most of them have jobs outside of playing football. And I've got to be honest, I'm glad he's actually put the second string out, because if you can't beat San Marino with a bunch of second string side, then let's be honest, we don't.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah. I mean, what are you doing, isn't
it? Start of the World Cup qualifiers. So for the World Cup in Qatar in 2022.
Yes.
And basically, I would see this as a free run out. I'm glad he didn't start with Harry Kane, because he's got to manage his workload. Harry Maguire, let's be honest, he's got bigger things to worry about than San Marino. He can barely defend in United's game, so I think we should give him a break. And my only reservation is I would have actually started with Dean Henderson, but let's see how the guys get on.
I was going to touch on that. I definitely would have started with Dean Henderson. And the reason I say that is not just because he plays at United, but because he's played at a higher level for United. He's played in the Europa League. He's played against City. He's had some good clean sheets, some really good saves, good performances. But nothing. I'm not taking anything away from Nick Pope. He's a good goalkeeper over at Burnley. A lot of people. I mean, I spoke to a couple of people online recently about the England squad, and they were upset that Nick Pope wasn't the number one choice. And I'm like, well, we don't know who the number one choice is because we haven't actually announced the starting 11, so he could still make it. But I was still expecting Henderson to take that number one jersey. But,
I got to be honest.
What it is.
I got to be honest. I'm glad that Jordan Pickford isn't there.
Oh, yes.
Jordan Pickford, I think, bless him, he's done well, but his time is come and gone. I mean, I think he's just not with it. Nick Pope, I like him, but like you just said, not been tested at the high levels of Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, saying that, Nick Pope is probably the best goalkeeper for this game because,
Oh
like
yeah,
you said, San Marino is full of part timers, and it gives Nick Pope a chance in the first team. Gives him a chance if you know if San Marino actually get a couple of shots off, it gives him a chance to showcase what he can do for England, which is always good to get new talent in the squad.
that is true. I'm
Can't
hoping.
always rely on one goalkeeper like we used to do back when we had David Seaman and players like that. We were always relying on them.
No, I mean, I would see. I'm hoping Jude Bellingham gets a game just to get some run out.
Yeah,
But it'll be his first international game for the senior side.
yeah,
Also, Ollie Watkins as well. I believe you mentioned is there, so hopefully he
yes.
gets a good run out. Harry Kane for me will beat Wayne Rooney's record of 53 goals.
I think
But
yeah,
I think right now, let's be honest, just give him a break. You've got games against San Marino tonight, and then you've got Albania. We'll talk about that after. And then
yeah,
we've got Poland next week, which might have Lewandowski, so that should be interesting. But we'll
yeah.
touch on that after anyway.
We'll touch on that after. Yeah, just to go back on Ollie Watkins. I mean, I was reading online. I've just got the article here. He was actually rejected by Exeter. Then he joined them in the under-11s. He
Yeah.
was sent on loan to a team called Western, and he cleaned the changing rooms and he made coffee for the staff at that team. And then he was recalled back to Exeter and scored 26 goals.
Yes.
He scored 20 plus goals every season for Brentford. Then he had a £33 million deal over to Aston Villa. And now he's just been called up to the England squad. I mean, what a journey for this
Well,
guy.
do you know the funny thing about Ollie Watkins? I don't know if you picked up on this. Was Spurs were actually looking at him, but the problem
Yeah,
with Spurs is they seem to have this habit of not picking up the talent when they should. They're like
yeah.
upping and
The
mucking
way,
over the talent, and then against another one that's left. I would have
yeah.
preferred Ollie Watkins at Spurs simply because he gets tested at European level. I know
Yeah,
Spurs is
definitely,
struggling,
definitely.
and I think he's a like for like replacement for Harry Kane, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely he is. He is. I mean, this gives him a chance to showcase what he can do in international,
Absolutely, yeah.
at an international level, especially with the teams going into the Euros. If he makes the Euro squad, he can play against some of the big teams in Europe and show what he can do. And maybe next season he gets snapped up by a bigger team than Aston Villa. Maybe Spurs get him. Liverpool could do with a striker right now. They're struggling for goals. Another team struggling for goals is Man United. We could take him.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You
Apparently, we
know,
can take a striker, but
I mean, if we don't get someone like if we don't get Haaland, who's probably our number one choice right now, why not take Ollie Watkins? Why not?
you
Do
never
you know
know.
what I mean?
Yeah,
What I'm
but
gonna do though, Shaz,
guys, that's a discussion for another time. We'll go into it
definitely, we will come back and touch on the United squad because that's another thing that we are going to be doing later this week, maybe on the weekend.
on the
We're going to be
weekend.
back with another video
Let's give him
running down the England squad,
a sneak
the
preview.
United squad.
Exactly. Yeah, as Shaz said, we're going to be covering both the United squads and I believe the Liverpool squads.
Yeah,
There's
we'll
some
do
big
the United and
there
Liverpool
now.
squad in one
So stay tuned.
rivals.
Stay tuned. That's one to. That's one not to miss.
That's definitely going to be one to watch because it's United and Liverpool.
Uh,
And yeah, we'll leave that for later though. Let's not get into that right now. But
yeah,
what I'm going to do, Shaz, I'm going to pop the San Marino squad up on the screen here, and I'll let you run it down, and then I'll drop it down to the bench and let you run that down, and then we'll just give our thoughts and predictions on this game and see what
yeah,
I mean, just before we do that, if anybody watching, leave your thoughts, leave your comments, let us know what you think of the England squad. Let us know your predictions for the game and your thoughts.
absolutely. Go for it,
So
buddy.
over to Shaz now. Here we go.
Here we go. So, Shaz, can you do me a favor and zoom in slightly? Because
I
some
don't
of
think
these
you can
names
zoom
are
in,
like,
fam. You can't zoom in on this.
okay, no worries. So up front, we've got number 19, N Nani. Then we've got M Palazzi, F Barkadi,
Yeah,
A Hershey, E Golnocini, L Landai. And who we've got defense? We've got A Grandoni, D
yeah,
Rossi, sounds Italian to me, C Broly, Embratini, and
yeah.
Benedettini. So, guys, before apologies for my pronunciation, it's not the best, but I'm going to be honest. I've hardly heard of any of these guys before, so that tells you everything you need to know.
I'll just scroll it down now to the bench there for you, bro. I'll
Go
let
for
you
it,
go
bro.
through
Go for it.
the bench for
So,
that squad.
who we got? We got Alessandra and Dario, Michelle Bettestini, Mattea Giardi, Alex Stimach, Simeon Benettini, Tommaso Zaffarini, Glyco, Conti, Filippo Fabri, Luca Nani, Luca Scaracroli, Marcelo Maroloni, and Kevin Zanoni. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
the base.
you pretty much said them exactly as I would, bro. Now, the reason I let you do the San Marino one is because of the pronunciations.
Guys, you gave me the difficult one as usual.
I'm
As
sorry
usual.
I left that on you, bro. I'm sorry I left them on you, bro.
But guys, I got to be honest. The fact that we've heard of none of these guys, and I was reading an article the other day. One of the guys in the team is actually works as a software developer in a
Wow.
packaging company. They're not actually paid full time, so they had to take annual leave from their job to come play for their national team, which tells you everything about the game of football these days.
Crazy. That's crazy. That's
Unfortunately,
crazy to say. An international team, the players had to take leave from their full time job to come and
yeah,
play against England. That is mad. That's mad, definitely.
yeah.
We've played San Marino before, I believe.
So in 6 previous games of playing them, we've scored 37 goals, averaging
Yeah.
around 6 goals a game. So that's
There you
why
go.
I'm going
There
with
you
my
go.
prediction of 6-0 tonight. I can't see it being anything other than that.
Yeah, no, of course. Definitely. You're right. Yeah, we've played them quite a few times in the past. I think the last time we played them was on the 5th of September 2015. We
Yeah,
won that one 6-0. We had some players like Wayne Rooney score, Ross Barkley, Walcott scored a brace, and Harry Kane was actually in that squad.
yeah,
And the other goal actually was an own goal from them. But yeah, we have played them quite a few times, and we have beat them,
yeah.
by quite a margin. So I don't see anything different in this game. I don't see us struggling against San Marino. Again, they are part timers. They're like a Sunday league team playing against the Premier League elite right now.
Well,
Um,
this side that England have put out, based on their performance and based on the level they play at, should comfortably win. I mean, if you have
yeah,
to put
definitely.
Harry Kane on because you can't score, then I think you seriously need to worry about your place in the squad. This
I
is
mean,
a
I
warm.
don't think he's going to put Harry Kane on because we can't score. I think Harry Kane will come on to get a run around to give him
Yeah.
some game time before. Is it the Albanian game that's next?
Yeah, so Albania, we play Albania on Sunday, and some news on that.
Yeah,
Shaz, I don't know if you managed to find the article or if you want to share it with the guys.
I
But
don't think I can
basically,
find it.
from what I read on the BBC Sport website, the problem with the Albania game is that due to the whole COVID situation, they're not able to provide the necessary security for both teams. So
Okay.
it's 50-50 as to whether that game goes ahead at the moment or not. I'm not quite sure what the permutations are if it doesn't go ahead, but just some breaking news. Thought I'd share with you guys.
Yeah, no, I've just found the article here. Do you want me to share it on the screenshots?
Yeah, you might as well share
Yeah,
it.
I'll share that on screen. Just bear with me. I'll just pop that up. But yeah, I've just read that as well just before we jumped on actually. So here it is. The article is right here. So England's World Cup qualifier versus Albania under threat amid security fears.
Yeah,
They're due to play the second game on Sunday, but it appears to be a genuine possibility the match may be unable to go ahead.
yeah.
Um, let's have a look what it's actually.
So it would seem that there's some issue with the
It's
safety
security issues, isn't it? Yeah.
security issues. So just some breaking news we thought we'd bring to you on the thread in case anyone hadn't heard the news.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean that is quite big news if you ask me.
Yeah.
And there was another article I was just reading that the Albanian fans have asked if they can actually attend the game and come into the arena, which
Mm.
I think is a no-no right now. It doesn't matter what country it is; they shouldn't be allowed. They shouldn't be letting fans into the stadiums at this present time. The virus is still out there; it's still at large.
Well,
Yes,
here's
people are being
the other
vaccinated and
thing. So,
people, are keeping safe, but it still needs to be taken seriously, if you ask me.
no, absolutely, and I think just to bear on the point of fans. So we've got Euro 2021 that was delayed from last year, coming up in
Yeah.
June, July of this year. One of the
Mhm.
things that all the teams have been asked to do by April the 7th, as a deadline date, is to provide assurances to UEFA as to whether fans can attend or not. So now UEFA have basically said if you cannot have fans at your grounds, they're taking hosting rights away from you, which is 50-50 in my opinion, because I would say you play the whole season without fans. So really is going to take Euro 2021 away from guys because of fans, and it's very much dependent on the pandemic. Now, I know in the UK,
Well,
a lot of people
saying,
have been
I mean,
vaccinated, but
saying that about the stadiums, I mean, yeah, you're right. We've gone the whole season without having fans in the stadium, and that, from this time last year, from like March last year, when we when the season restarted after the first lockdown,
yeah,
we haven't had fans in any of the stadiums in the UK unless it was in the. I think when we were in Tier 3 at the end of last year, some
yeah.
places down south, and I think
Liverpool and Everton
northeast and some
had
places like that had
yeah,
fans in stadiums.
yeah.
But since then, we've not had fans in stadiums. Now, to say, are you going to let fans in these stadiums for the England games? What's different between an England game and a Premier League game, or a Championship game, or a League One game, or a League Two game? It's still a football game at the end of the day, and it's still risky letting fans in, regardless of how many
No,
fans you have in.
this is
All it
this.
takes is one idiot who has symptoms and decides, oh, I'm going, it's a football game, I want to watch it. Boom. If he's
Well,
got symptoms, he could spread them symptoms to other people, and that could be the virus spread again.
well, see, this is the problem. I think I completely agree with everything you said, Chaz. So one of the things that UEFA have to do is use a bit of common sense when it comes to this whole approach to letting fans in. Now, the last time I attended a football match, I might as well tell you, it was 7th of March last year.
Okay.
No, was it last year? Yeah, last year. Now that's how long it's been, and that was seasons games that I just gone to see. So that highlights how long fans have been. But government shouldn't rush to let people in if they haven't been vaccinated, especially with the
Yeah.
whole Europe suffering from a third wave, and I think that might come to the UK. So we'll have to see what happens going forward.
Exactly. And just another piece of information: the last time San Marino actually beat England was the 17th of November, 1993. So that's been a long time.
What was the score?
I don't actually know. I think it was two. Did it say 2-0 here? San Marino. All it says is someone scored the second fastest goal in FIFA World Cup
Yeah, in 1
qualification
minute.
history against
1 minute, yeah.
England
1 minute, yeah.
over 22 years ago.
Oh dear, oh dear. So, guys, let's hope it's not a repeat of 1993, but it shouldn't be based on England's qualities. But let's move on, Chaz. What we got on the agenda?
Next, obviously, we can talk about our. I'm going to talk about the Euros just for a little bit. I'm not going to go on to club teams because this video isn't about club teams. It's about international level. We moved up a level for this video, people. We moved up a level for it. So, England have got it's San Marino today, Albania. Was it the third team, Poland?
Yeah, correct.
Right. So to me, that's 9 points for England. It's got to be 9 points. Come on.
Well, it's
the
got to be.
other people in the
I don't disagree with you there. It should be on paper, but let's be honest. This England team, I think San Marino and Albania, it's a training exercise.
Yeah, definitely.
The key is can they go out and be dominant in defeating these teams? Poland will be difficult because of one Lewandowski.
Yeah,
but
he's the only danger man I think they've got.
He's
Keep
an only
him quiet.
If you keep him quiet, like you said, then yeah, by all means, I'm more than confident.
Just looking at the group that England are in,
yeah,
the other two teams that are in that group are Andorra and Hungary. So out of that group, England should easily be topping that group. If you ask me, they should be topping this group. They only play each team once in the group stage. Is that right?
No, it's twice.
It's twice. Okay, so yeah, we should be beating these teams easy. The only team, like you said, Poland is the only team that could cause an upset against England.
The way I see it is, this is England's free pass to the World Cup. What they should be doing.
Oh yeah,
this is the problem I've got. So let's touch upon this qualifiers. England have a fantastic record of qualifying for major European trophies, apart from Euro 2008, which, as we all remember, we had Steve McLaren walking under a brolly at Wembley when we lost to Croatia. But put that to one side. Problem with England is they'll smash the group stages by 40, 50 goals, whatever it is. When they turn it to tournaments, that's what the real problem is. So, in my opinion, I would rather face a Germany, an Italy, a Spain, someone in the group now a bit more challenging. I know they got seeds, but let's be honest, if you got to win the tournament, you got to be in it to win it. Now I know it's a qualifier.
Yeah, definitely.
But
I mean,
that's my take
the
on
way
it.
you've just put that is perfect. England do well in qualifiers, and then when it comes to the actual tournament, they
It's
always let everyone down. So to
yeah,
me, they're all bark and no bite, bro.
exactly. I
They
mean,
can do all the barking
if you
before the
remember,
tournament by winning, but come
if you
tournament,
remember,
that's it.
yeah, if you remember World Cup in 2018 in Russia, well, we made it to the semi-final. I think fantastic achievement, but the only real side we played in up to the lead up was Belgium, and we lost that game. So it shows you that England actually are progressing, but they need that tough competition to be able to mark themselves to say, okay, they're here now. They need to get to that level. That's just my take on that.
Definitely. So for the Euros, they haven't announced any of the groups for the Euros yet.
No, yes, they have. So
They have. I
I
haven't
think we
seen
need to
that.
bring it up. I know we've got Scotland in our group, and there's a couple of other teams.
You know what? Let's bring that up.
Bring it up, and we can talk about it.
Let's have a look at the fixtures. I didn't realize that they've been released. To be
Yeah,
fair, I will be honest. Okay, yeah. So groups is A, B, C, D. Okay. Do you want me to pull them up on the screen?
might as well go for it, bro.
Okay. Some of the groups have got things saying playoff D or playoff A winner. So it looks like the full squad hasn't been released, but I can't put I can't put this on the screen because of the copyright on it.
Go through England's group. See,
I'll run down the groups for you. For Euro 20, well, it says Euro 2020. So we've got Group A: Italy, Switzerland, Turkey, and Wales.
Mhm.
Group B is Belgium, Russia, Denmark, and England. Group C: Ukraine, Netherlands, Austria, and it says winner of playoff D or playoff A.
Okay, so yeah, that's the game still pending. Yeah,
Oh no, sorry, I said England in the Denmark group, but it's actually Finland. I'm reading it wrong.
yeah, that's fine.
Group D is England, Croatia, Czech Republic, and then the winner of playoff C. Group E is Spain, Poland, Sweden, and playoff winner B.
Yeah.
Group F is Germany, France, Portugal, and then playoff D and A winner. Group F looks like the most dangerous one: Germany, France, and Portugal.
Oh wow, that is
It's got a
even.
list here of the venues. Do you know what? I think this is all based off last year, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Scotland are in our group for some reason. I think the data.
No. This has been announced in February this year. This article,
Okay.
so it looks like that. It's legit. It's the right one. The
Okay.
first game is going to be Italy and Turkey. It says on the 11th of June here. The
Yeah.
dates might obviously change. We're not 100% on the dates, but the venues, they're all over Europe. We've got
Yeah.
Rome, Baku,
Yeah.
St. Petersburg, Copenhagen, Amsterdam, Bucharest, London, Glasgow, Bilbao, Dublin, Munich. It's all over Europe.
Absolutely, man.
Is
Yeah.
that not changing though because of this virus?
No, they're sticking with playing them over Europe. So what I read the report yesterday. So
Mhm.
Alexander Seferin, the UEFA president, has basically said they're sticking with the format of keeping it over 12 countries. I think it is,
Okay.
um,
Yeah.
which is surprising, but hey, they're
Mm.
going to try and make it work. I have no idea.
Definitely,
We'll have to see how that plays out.
definitely. I think that all the squads have no. All the teams haven't qualified yet because of these playoffs. I think the playoffs got delayed, so they haven't actually all been. There's a couple of teams that haven't made it through yet, so there's still a chance for a couple of teams to actually make it through, which is pretty good. Um, Now, I don't believe most of these stadiums aren't going to be having fans in.
No, I don't. I don't think so either. I think it's still early days to say fans are going to be able to attend.
Mm. So yeah, you're right. It's 12 countries between June the 11th and July 11th. Um, I, honestly, we don't really know what's going to happen with fans. I mean, I know by June, um, our lovely Prime Minister Boris Johnson has said that we will be most likely everything will be open in June. It probably will be towards the end of June, so maybe not the group stages, but when you get to the last 16, we may be able to have fans like in the stadiums in England at least. like Wembley, in Dublin, in Wales, or wherever we're having them.
Absolutely, and I guess we'll have to see how that goes once
Yeah,
once the
definitely.
government announces their plans. But let's see how they go.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So I think some of the teams from the qualifiers, from the playoffs, have actually happened, but I haven't got a complete list of all the playoffs and the teams yet. So I'm just going to see if we can look that up, or are you looking that up, Shaz?
I have shared something with you in the chat, so just see if you can bring that up. In fact, I'll share the article with you as well because
Yeah,
I had a
just
look
send
at
me
it.
that article and I'll see if I can pop it up on the screen with the squads.
There you go. I've sent it to you, so you should have it, and we should be able to share it with the guys
Yeah,
online.
I've got that here. I've got that here. Right, let's have a look. Let me grab that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So the actual squads, all the teams have actually been announced. So do you want me to share it on the screen and run it down?
Go for it, man. You might as well read it through the guys.
Let's get this cracking. I'll let you run this down because I ran the last one down. So
No,
I'll
that's
let
fine.
you bring it. I'll just bring it up and I'll let you run it down.
Nice one.
I'm trying to get rid of the little. No, it doesn't matter. It's still there. So I'll pop it up. I'll zoom in on it on my screen. Just bear with me. I'll try and get the zoom in on it for you.
No, it's fine. I can read that. It's good. It's good. That's perfect. Nice one.
Oh, yeah, that's a bit too much.
Yeah.
There
Just
we go. That's perfect.
So, guys, as Shazad alluded to before, the complete groups have now been announced. So, for Group A, we've got Turkey, Italy, Wales, and Switzerland. Group B, we've got Denmark, Finland, Belgium, and Russia. Group C, we've got the Netherlands, Ukraine, Austria, and North Macedonia. Strange, never seen them before.
Yeah, same here.
You've got Group D, you've got the England, Croatia, Scotland, and Czech Republic. You've got Group E, which has got Spain, Sweden, Poland, and Slovakia. And Group F, Group of Death, we've got Hungary, Portugal, France, and Germany.
Bang on, bang on. I
Is
mean, and just before we move off that Group F, the Group of Death, Hungary are not qualifying that group.
crikey! How do you manage to put Portugal, France, and Germany in the same group? That is.
Do you know what? Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if I don't know. I've got a feeling it's going to be Portugal and Germany that win that group, and France and Hungary get taken out of the tournament early. That's my early prediction on that. That's my early prediction. I'll take
So
that
are
off.
you saying right now on live that Pogba is not making it past the group stage?
I'm not saying Pogba in. I'm saying France are. But yeah, Pogba's part of the squad. But yeah, I get where you're coming from. I've got a feeling like I prefer France to get through, but with the form that some of the other players have got, I've got a feeling that France could just get knocked out here early. But saying that,
Sure.
Portugal and Germany could even go. I mean,
Let me put it to you this way. Let me put it. This is a really simple way to settle that group. You either want Bruno Fernandes or Paul Pogba. Take your pick right now on air.
I'm taking both of them and let Germany team go. It's not just about Fernandes though. I mean, the Portugal squad have Ronaldo as well. So Portugal, if they don't make it through the group stage, that's a failure on their behalf.
Nah.
I mean, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go through these groups and I'll tell you who on my side who I think will go through.
Yeah.
So that top group, Group A, is it on the screen? Oh no, it's been taken off.
Yeah, you take it off.
I'm going to pop it back up on screen and I'll do mine, and you do yours. Yeah.
Okay, go.
These are our early predictions for
And
the Euros.
two can go through the groups. So you
Yeah.
go through your top two.
Right, boom. We've got it back up on the screen there. So I'm going to go through all the groups and I'll give you who I think is going to go through on these groups, yeah?
Yeah.
So Group A, I'm going to say Italy and Wales. Group B, Belgium and Denmark. Group C, Netherlands and most likely Ukraine. Group D, right, so I want England to actually get through. I want England to do well in this tournament. So England and I don't know. I mean, Scotland and Croatia, it's a toss up between them. So I'm going to go with Scotland. Group E is going to be Spain and I'm going to go Poland because of Lewandowski. But I know Ibrahimovic has come back into the Sweden squad, so that that could throw a spanner in the works there. Now, Group F is the most difficult one, so I'm going to go off based of the players that I actually like and want to see further in the tournament. So Portugal because of Ronaldo and Fernandes, and France just because of Pogba. I hope. I don't really like Germany as a team, but they do play good football. So I'll hand it over to you, Shaz. I'll let you go through yours and who you think will get through.
Group A, I'm going to go Italy and Wales.
Okay, same as me.
Group B, I'm going Belgium as group winners, and then I'm going to put actually Denmark as runners up. Group C, I'm going to go Netherlands and the Ukraine. Group D, I'm going England to win the group, and followed by Croatia. So I think Croatia will get through. I think Scotland will struggle. Group E, I reckon Spain for sure, winners, followed by, I'm going to go with dark horses, Sweden.
Because you're going to go with Sweden on that. Okay, cool.
And Group F, it's really simple. I reckon it's going to be Portugal to win the group and surprise everyone, and then France to follow in second.
France, did you say so? Yeah.
I said France, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's cool. So yeah, those are the groups. Those are our predictions.
Yeah.
Leave some comments down below. Let us know who you think will get through from the group stages into the group. Is it the last 16? Yeah, it's the last 16 from there. Let us know who you think is going to get through from each group. Let us know what you think of the England game today, which is about to kick off in about 10 minutes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just let us know your thoughts on everything that we've spoken about. Let us know if there's any other type of videos you want us to do. I mean, we're going to be doing the rundown of the United and Liverpool squads, and we're gonna go through both squads and tell you who we think should be, in the squad and out the squad. And we're going to go on transfer rumors for both teams, who they can get, as replacements for the players that are going out, or if they need any replacements. Or you know what I mean? Some players just need to leave some clubs, and we don't really need a replacement. Like United, just I'm going to give you a preview. United need to get rid of Phil Jones. He's been stealing our ways for the past 5 years. We don't need to replace him because he hasn't played a game this season, I don't think. So it's not someone that we need to replace. Yes, we need another defender, but we don't need to replace Phil Jones. But I'm going to leave it at that for now. I will pick back up on that on the video over the weekend when we get into the United and Liverpool squad. So thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for taking the time out and being with us today. I'll let it over to Shazab to give his final thoughts and comments.
Well, I think Shaz has summed it up perfect. Amazing to catch up with everybody that has tuned in today. Please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And your feedback and support is more than appreciated. And we're looking to grow our fan base and channel from here. And let's hope England can pull it off tonight. So until next time, we'll see you soon. But take care, guys.
Thank you very much, and see you.